Terrance, first of all, congratulations on an incredible Oregon Ducks career. You left Eugene way better than you found it, and you broke pretty much every tight end record. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, that means a lot. One, to leave Oregon a better place than I found it. It's a historic program, and then just being able to be a part of those elite teams I was a part of, that was the best part. And the records were a part of that, and I was grateful enough, and uh, ended up with some good quarterbacks to throw me the ball, so it made it easy.
And then Kenyon Sadiq just said he's coming after your records, that he wants to come after your legacy.
That's perfect. He's the guy to break them too. So.
That's awesome. I'm sure this NFL draft process has been a wild ride already. Where are you currently training?
Yeah, I've been all over the place. I was training at California Strength in Los Gatos, California, and that was amazing. That's where I did most of my training. But went back to Eugene for a little bit for the pro day, and now I'm back in Denver, Colorado, getting ready for the draft. Spend some time with my family and also training out here. So,
Oh, that's fun. Which
hmm
top 30 visits have you taken so far?
yeah. So far, I've taken one to the Broncos, to Tennessee Titans, and then tomorrow I leave to the Panthers, and then a couple other after that. So.
You're getting your airline miles in, sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. I've been either flying there, I've been all over the place since I've left Oregon, honestly.
Yeah. And you grew up in Colorado. We talked about how your family is Denver Broncos fans. So what have those conversations been like with Denver?
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. Growing up in Denver, you always grow up a Broncos fan. Everybody in Colorado is pretty passionate about the Broncos. So my family's exactly that way. So just being able to have those conversations, go on meetings, and meet with those people that's a childhood dream of mine. So it's been amazing, and it'd be a real blessing to come back home and play for Denver.
That's awesome. And did you talk with Sean Payton as well?
Yeah, I've talked to Coach Payton as well.
How'd that go? Because I know when he interviewed Bo Nix last year, he made him dump out his backpack, right? Did he have you do the same thing?
No, I didn't have that. I met with him at the combine, and we no backpack dumping for me.
And Bo Nix is one of your best friends, and he just went through this. So has he given you any good advice?
Yeah, he's told me to focus on football. Obviously, there's a lot of external noise and distractions during this time, and just to focus on what got me here, one, but also what you're going to end up doing, and that's playing football. So I've worked out with Bo in the past couple of weeks, and he's obviously out here in Denver, so we'll definitely be getting together and hanging out because he's just a good person off the field as well. So he's a good friend to have.
How has that been to now work out again together this off season? Probably pretty fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. Me and him got to go through some workouts in Eugene when he was up there, and just reminiscing and having a good time. We were really close when he was there, and then obviously stayed in touch. And he had a great season, and so just being able to hang out with a friend again is it's fun.
What makes that connection so special between you two on the field?
Yeah, I think the way we work, both of us, we both came in every day, and we both wanted to work and get better. I think also just being locked into the details. I'm someone who loves the routine, the process, and he's the same exact way. And I think also a big part of it is we're both men of faith. Bo is a great man of faith, and I think we connect over that and a lot of other things. So I think just being able to connect off the field really helps being able to connect on the field. I do believe that. So just me and him having a good relationship off the field as well.
Yeah, you were probably 0% surprised that he ended up being a offensive NFL Rookie of the Year candidate.
Yeah, no, I knew Bo was going to go do his thing. Ended up in a great spot in Denver, and I think no one was surprised that knew Bo. He was a professional since he came to Oregon, probably before that, but since I've seen him, he's been a professional, so it didn't surprise me at all.
What were your impressions of Coach Payton?
Yeah, Coach Payton was great. We talked a lot of ball. That was mostly it, watching some film and talking ball. So it was a great experience, and being able to talk with him. I grew up a Saints fan during that time too, just because Drew Brees. I got a Joe Horn jersey from one of my uncles, his first football jersey. So I loved the Saints growing up, and so being able to kind of Denver and Coach Payton growing up, that was my team. So it was a cool experience.
A ton of connections there for you.
Yeah.
And then how was the Tennessee Titans?
Yeah, it was amazing. I loved going up there or going down there and talking to everybody, and everyone had a great mindset. And I think they're building something over there. So I really enjoyed my time there, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, I'm sure that's been fun just to get around the country kind of and see the different ways different NFL teams do it. A scouting report on you would show an exciting combination of speed, size, agility. Your ability to create after the catch is very impressive. What is an NFL team getting if they draft you?
Yeah, I think versatility. I think you go across those things as a tight end, you got to be able to do all of that. And I think I showed a lot of people that I'm a better athlete than a lot of people saw at the combine, and that's something I wanted to show going through this process. But I say a versatile player who works hard and shows up in big moments. That's something I take pride in. So I think that's what they're getting.
Fastest tight end at the combine. You were
Yeah,
flying.
yeah, fast started in the combine. I think that surprised a few people, but the work I put in at California Strength and those guys got me ready. And obviously, all the time I spent in Eugene, I felt that way since the start. So.
So you were 0% surprised at that as well.
No, honestly, some of the other guys, I thought maybe had it in them, and but
Yeah, that's awesome. What have you been working on specifically to improve since the season ended?
yeah, I think a big thing right off the bat was just becoming a better blocker. I went and spent a lot of time with Logan Paulson, who used to play tight end in the NFL, and we worked a lot of hours before the Senior Bowl on blocking, point of attack blocking, and that's something I know I need to get better at. But I feel like I've gotten a lot better just even from the season when it ended. And I'd also say just getting bigger and stronger. Obviously, you're going against the freaks of the NFL, the elite of the elite. So being able to be at your tip-top shape and be as strong as you can, as fast as you can, is very important.
Is there any, those freaks of the NFL? Is there a quarterback that you would just love to play with that you're like, that would be so cool? Like, I know a
Yeah,
lot of people say, of course, like, oh, Tom Brady would have been the coolest ever to play with or whatever.
Yeah, I think one I'm gonna say is my friend Bo Nix. To reunite with him in Denver would be really cool. Obviously, coming back home, and I do think the way he works, and he's a special guy and special quarterback. It'd be cool to catch a pass from Patrick Mahomes. What he does, and he's a very special player as well. So
Oh my gosh, no kidding. Who's a player who maybe you model your game after?
yeah, kind of along those lines, I'd say Travis Kelsey. Kind of just the way he moves. I feel like I have a similar wiggle and route running style, and just some of the stuff he does after the catches. He's one of the greatest to do it. So that, and then I also said I like to watch a lot of George Kittle film, and just the way he's a workhorse, the way he runs his routes, he's fast, he's strong, and then obviously he blocks well. So just being able to do both as a tight end. So I definitely say those two guys, and there's two of the best to do it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, those are great guys, smaller game after. You hear a lot of stories about funny NFL combine questions or
hmm
maybe weird stories from the Senior Bowl. What's been the most ridiculous thing that has happened to you throughout this process?
Honestly, I wouldn't say I always hear that too, and I haven't had anything out of the ordinary. It's just kind of been a regular process for me, and I guess that's a lucky me. But I haven't had no crazy questions. It's all been ball and background and everything I expected. So nothing crazy that caught me off guard or was a little odd, but
Mhm.
it's been fun.
Well, not yet. You still have some
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I still have some time to someone throw a wrench in there.
Yeah, careful of what you keep in your backpack just in case Sean Payton calls you in. Who do you or what has your agent really talked to you about as far as when to expect to be drafted?
Yeah, he's said day two is getting a lot of feedback from the teams, and me personally, I've tried not to really even pay attention to the outside noise or where that's going, just because I trust God. God's gonna put me in the right position, whatever team that is, whatever city. So whenever that is, to be able to just have the blessing to have my name called is enough of a blessing. But he's been saying day two, and I feel like I've done a great job of improving my stock since the end of the season with the Senior Bowl, the combine, and then everything in between.
Are you gonna be with all of your family for day two, or what's your plans?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna spend some time with my family and just kind of enjoy. It's gonna be mostly just close family, some friends, and just real small get together of just to celebrate.
What do you think that moment's gonna feel like?
I don't know. It's kind of been surreal still. I'm just like chugging through the process, and I don't think I really took a moment to even think about that. I've been on countless Zooms, meetings, flying everywhere, working out, and so I haven't really stopped to realize in a couple weeks that a dream will become true. So I think it'll be surreal though.
hmm I'm sure there'll be all the emotions.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're an NFL draft quote unquote sleeper?
Yeah, I've seen that, and people have said that. I definitely think I am. I think I don't get the credit I deserve for some of the stuff I did in my career. I played a lot of football at Oregon, and I produced every year I was there, and so I feel like I got better every year as well. So just being able to have the resume that I put out there, I do still feel like I am a sleeper, and I think probably any good player would say that, no matter where they're projected or what people say about them. It's just the competitive nature.
Yeah, it's like a little chip on the shoulder, right?
Yeah, always.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, shifting a little bit here. You have a wedding coming up, I hear.
I do.
How's that been?
It's been fun. My fiance Sophia has been really handling that forefront while I focus on the football. And I've told her I don't care if it's in the backyard or, wherever, as long as I get show up and she's there, and that's what makes me happy. So she's kind of been planning it all, and she's doing her thing and killing it. So
Without sharing too many details, is it
mhm.
going to be before the draft, after the draft? Like, what does your next couple months look like here?
Yeah, it's after the draft, kind of in the summer, and we're gonna do it back in Denver and on like a little um, ranch type thing. So it'll be really cool, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. And you'll know where you're going to be headed at that time.
Yeah, that'll be nice. It's kind of been a lot of moving parts, especially for her. She's
Mhm.
been my rock. She's been moving around with me wherever, holding it down, and so while doing school, so she's been the best. But she's probably ready to realize where we're actually going and be able to settle down, not just move place to place.
Yep. Soon, soon.